Hey, Royaire.
Hey.
Listen, welcome in the building, y'all. I kept getting feedback. And I was like, where did
Are we good now?
no, let me check this see where it is coming from. You talk while I figure out.
Okay, well, welcome, people. We are back for episode 3 of the Tea Factory. And today, the people are loud and wrong, okay? They just loud and wrong. We're doing the most, okay? Before we get into the show, we want to welcome you here. Welcome to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Divas channel and Royaire's World. We are streaming on both, so make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribing and you're putting that notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I and Diva post a video with you in mind. This weekend was a pretty good weekend, Auntie. I know that you had went to go see The Wiz, didn't you, girl?
I did, but you know what? I'm still getting feedback. You talk, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Auntie Diva went to see The Wiz this weekend. I was just literally like resting, but then running some errands as well. Me and my family, we are kind of working on some things, and I'm working on some things as well. So it was just kind of getting my little things together for my family and for my personal business so that we can be successful and grow. I know Auntie Diva went to see The Wiz this past weekend. They are on Broadway now, and she had an amazing time. So when she gets back, we'll talk all about it. But we want to welcome you all into the building. This week, we have some people on the docket of the piping hot tea, okay? This week, we are going to be talking about, listen, I was loud and wrong about Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors. I was kind of feeling like that whole relationship was a stunt just until he finished up with his court stuff, but it looks like I was wrong. Also, we have Mr. Jim Jones was at the airport and he got into a messy scuffle. And in my opinion, the police, yet again, were wrong, coming from the wrong individual. They immediately went for Jim Jones and left behind the other individuals who were actually doing the attacking. We're going to be talking about Dave Chappelle and his attacker from 2 years ago when he was on stage, you know, talking about some LGBTQ plus comedy kind of was offensive to the community. And so an attacker attacked him on stage. Well, he tried to sue Dave, but that didn't work. Now he is actually attempting to sue the company that hosted the event for Dave Chappelle. And sir, you loud and wrong, and we'll get into that. And then for our last story, we're going to talk about Mr. Brian McKnight. Now, see, this is why you just can't run around saying what you want to say, doing what you want to do, and treating people how you want to treat them. Because the people are canceling him, okay? Mr. McKnight has had to cancel a few shows, and the people are not showing up because they just can't tolerate his foolishness. You know, he has said horrible things about his children, about the mothers of his children, but then you want to treat this new family that you got like they are the kings and queens of the world and they matter most above everyone else. Sir, you're wrong. You're loud and wrong. And we're going to get into it and talk about it, y'all. We are waiting on Auntie Diva to get back. But until then, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Is it still feedbacking?
It is still feedback. Do you have things open?
It may be my microphone. Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna beat
Oh
you.
man.
I closed everything. I was
Is
like,
is
what
that better?
is much better? I thought it was me. I'm gonna beat you because I'm no you I'm still feedback. No.
No. Oh man. Okay, hold on. This is horrible. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
Is that better?
Give us a minute, y'all. We sorry for the technical difficulties.
Is that better?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
I'm still hearing feedback. I can hear you, but I'm getting feedback. Are all your tabs closed?
Yeah, all my tabs are closed. I don't have any tabs open.
Are y'all hearing an echo?
And it's still echoing right now?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't hear an echo. Someone said that's better. Now they can hear you.
All right. It's not that I don't hear you, it's that I'm hearing feedback. Yeah, like I'm
Uh,
sorry. Gotta give us a minute. Hello, hello. You hear no feedback? It must be me. Okay, so you know what? Now I don't hear you at all. So you're gonna have to carry on. I'm gonna back all the way out. And
okay. All right, people, listen. While we are waiting on Auntie Diva to get it together, I was, recently just did a little video not too long ago about Pastor Keon Henderson of the Lighthouse Church. There was a video circulating online here recently today that he was, and let me know if y'all can hear me so I can make sure that everything is good so that we can get everything right. But Pastor Keon, was in the middle of his worship service, and one of his members was just, giving their honor and praise to the Lord. And so he shut them down. He said, "Be quiet, hush, the Spirit is moving." And I was just like, "Whoa, sir. Um, what happened to freedom? What happened to being able to talk? What happened to being able to worship in freedom of speech?" Like, it was just a lot for me. And I was just like, sir, not hush. I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear the Spirit. Y'all make sure you go check out that video. Oh, okay, we got it. We good. We back in live and in person.
feedback. It was me. It was a hidden tab of us open, and it kept giving me feedback, and I had to find it and mute it. So
Yes.
hallelujah, we're back. All
We
is
did that.
well. We did that. I apologize, y'all. Okay, it was driving me bananas because I kept hearing feedback. But now we're all good and we're ready to rock and roll. So glad y'all all here hanging out with us. Listen, when we do this tea factory, y'all gotta give us a minute.
Mint it, okay? A whole mint it.
And let me say this. I did see Chanel Reality. I hope she's still in there in the chat somewhere. Girlfriend, not ignoring you. Giving me a minute. I'm so sorry. Y'all know I be busy. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. I went to see the Wiz. Happy birthday, mom. I went to see the Wiz, and I will say this. Give it up for Candy Burris because for this to be her first what do you call it?
Excuse me, we need to give it up for Candy and Todd Tucker, okay? See, y'all love to do that. Y'all love to do that. Leave Todd out the
Todd.
Okay, Mama Joyce Jr.
Child, you are correct. Give it up for both of them as a couple together because I really enjoyed myself. Definitely plan to go back with some friends and everything and really have a good time. But I had an amazing time yesterday. New York is just so much fun no matter when I go. And it's always nice to go when the weather is warm. So wherever you want to pick up from, Royaire, I'm ready to rock and roll. That feedback was driving me bananas, but all is well now. So let's
It's
hit
all
it.
good. Listen, we were
Okay.
just gonna run through the weekend real quick. I'm so glad that you have a great time. Happy birthday to your mom. Make sure y'all leave in the comments a happy birthday to mother of Miss Diva. Happy birthday, and we are celebrating her. Also, happy anniversary to my parents celebrating 30 years of marriage this month. So woo woo! Shout out to mom and dad, 30 years.
That
That's
is
a long
beautiful.
time. Like,
That's
ooh.
beautiful. That
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They are still in love, still each other's best friends, and they just out here doing their thing. I think they out somewhere now doing whatever they do. So shout out to them.
not doing whatever they do.
Look, do whatever they do. They grown, they do what they want.
I
Well,
love
listen, I just wanted to open up real quick and talk about Jonathan Majors and Miss Meagan Good. I can stand up and say I was loud and wrong about their, relationship. I really, really thought, Diva, that this was just a, stunt for the public. Like, I really, really thought that they were just kind of out here, she was holding him down, covering up for him, just trying to make sure he didn't go to jail. But mama, she is the Coretta to his Martin, I guess. Like,
She's Coretta. She's just Coretta Scott King. You better shout out to Meagan Good. So let me go ahead and share this article with the people, Royaire. Listen, they're a cute little couple too, right?
A cute couple, like
yeah. Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good show PDA on the beach in Malibu. And then, they gave us the photos. So Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good began dating in May 2023. A source told People in February the couple now live together in New York City. Not they moved in together. Now, see, he ain't get enough of that with Grace Jabari. Don't be moving the people in that quickly. That's too much. All right, but they don't moved in together. Okay,
look at them all happy and then you wouldn't think he ain't never had no charges against him, right?
So Jonathan and Meagan Good are playing in the sand. Major's 34 and Meagan 42. Also, she got her a younger man. We're enjoying some sunshine in the ocean in Malibu, California on Tuesday, April 30th. The pair, who have been dating for nearly 1 year, could be seen sharing a passionate kiss by the water. Majors also gave Good a piggyback ride as they spent time by the waters off California's coast. People confirmed Majors and Good were dating in May 2023, roughly 2 months after Majors was arrested over an alleged March 2023 altercation between him and his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari in New York City. The actress accompanied Majors to a number of his court appearances in New York City over the last year, including his April 8th sentencing hearing, at which a judge ordered him to participate in a DV treatment program. Majors was found guilty of assault and harassment back in December. He must attend a 1-year in-person batterers intervention program in Los Angeles and must continue mental health counseling and stay away from the victim in the criminal case, Jabari. Well, it looked like he don't want to be near. Look at him. Look at him. Come on now. Holler to the gym. The former Marvel star faced up to 1 year of jail time for his conviction. At the conclusion of his December 2023 criminal trial, he was found guilty on misdemeanor of assault in the 3rd degree, recklessly causing physical injury, as well as harassment in the 2nd degree. A source told People in February that Majors and Good are solid and very much in love, adding that the couple has been living together in Manhattan's Greenwich Village neighborhood. Not solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock.
Okay. Good was previously married prior to their December 2021 split. In March, she opened up to People about her love life when she and Majors stepped out together at the NAACP Image Awards in Los Angeles. I'm in love. I'm transitioning. I'm healing. I'm growing. And I'm getting excited about what's next, she said at the time. Yeah, just a lot of things at once. But what I can say is I'm the happiest I've been in a long time. Well, come on, holler the happiness.
All right, happy.
Okay. Major has not booked any upcoming projects following his guilty conviction. Jabari filed a lawsuit against him in March in which she alleged instances of abuse beyond the March 2023 incident that resulted in his criminal trial. According to legal documents obtained by people at the time, Mr. Majors is preparing counterclaims against Ms. Jabari. The actor's attorney said in response to the lawsuit. Good, meanwhile, has one project in pre-production, according to her stage page. She most recently appeared in the 2023 Lifetime movie Buying Back My Daughter, as well as in the superhero film Shazam! Fury of the Gods. All right, Holla, it seems like this relationship is real. What are your thoughts, Royaire?
My thoughts are, Meagan, just be careful. You know, we know what has been put out here about this individual. And not just by Miss Jabari. There have been others that have come forward. You know, I don't know if I was reading another article, Auntie, that there are other individuals who are stepping forward and possibly will be filing lawsuits against Mr. Majors in regards to his behavior and his, problem with putting his hands on people. But, I hope that things work out the best for them. I hope, that he treats her better than his previous girlfriend. And, hopefully they can continue to be the Coretta and Martin Luther to the Black community as he would like them to be. He pissed me off with that. I did not like that at all.
You and many others thought that was so offensive. Y'all was pissed off about that. I didn't really get emotional about that either way. But I will say this. They moved in too fast, too soon.
Yes.
If you ask me, it's like, dude, you literally just got in trouble with Grace Jabari and her living in your home. Sometimes you just need to date and you go back to your house and I'm going to go back to mine. And yeah, we can spend the night at each other's respective homes every now and then, but don't be leaving too much stuff, okay? You can have a toothbrush. You're not getting a drawer in my house for some of your clothes. We ain't doing all of that. When you leave, your stuff leaves with you, okay?
Bye-bye, okay? Listen, Diva, I think she was the other girl.
She was.
Okay.
She was. He was texting her, but you know what though? He see how much trouble that got him into.
Yes.
He see how much trouble that got him into. So hopefully he learned a lesson. I wish him well, but I don't know. Now the saving grace that may work for Meagan Good is that he's mandated into therapy, right? And he also knows that if he puts his hands on somebody, he gonna go to jail. So I think she's safe in that respect. Do you understand?
All I'm gonna say is, we can put anybody in therapy, but if you ain't doing the work,
I think he's gonna do the work because he don't want to see himself behind them bars.
He better.
I think he's doing the work. But y'all let us know how y'all in the chat feeling about this Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors, relationship.
Yes. Yeah. It's an interesting one. It is very interesting. And I'm curious to see where they are gonna go from here.
Right. Ooh, all right now, Roy. I guess you want to roll into our next story.
We ready.
Okay, who you want to talk about next?
We got to talk. Let's go on and just get Jim Jones because we got to deal with this.
We're going to deal with Jim Jones. Let me just see, where did that article go? Hold on one second.
Yes, and I'm just gonna say this while you looking for that. I'm tired of police brutality. I'm tired of just because we look like the aggressor, then we're all of a sudden the aggressor. And from my vantage view of that video, if you have not watched that video, y'all head over to the Shade Room and check out that video of Jim Jones Check out that video of Jim Jones and his altercation in the airport. And from the vantage point of what I seen, they were completely wrong. He did not start the fight, nor was he the aggressor in the fight. Now, just because you start a fight and you get beat up don't mean you're the aggressor in the fight. Y'all the ones couldn't fight, and y'all jumped it off. But go ahead, Auntie.
Okay, so Jim Jones speaks after going not WWE on a man during an escalator fight. You know, there was some collateral damage though, because an older guy that was on the escalator, he got hurt. So Jim Jones recently tumbled down an escalator while traveling. TMZ first shared the now viral footage of Jim exchanging blows with a man at a Florida airport. What happened with Jim Jones on the airport escalator? According to TMZ and Complex, the incident happened at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. What started it though, and why it escalated are unclear. After the footage began making its rounds, Jimmy took to Instagram story. All he asked for was a second, seemingly suggesting he was coming back with details. It appeared that the rapper headed straight to his stay after the little brawl. He assured fans that he was all right and didn't seem to have any bruises or cuts on his face. According to the promo files on Instagram story, he was booked for an appearance at Miami nightclub on Saturday. Later that night, a video of him at the booking showed him vibing to music unbothered. So Jim Jones speaks out after footage of his airport altercation gets released. So let's hear what Jim Jones had to say. Hold on, let me see if I can play this.
I'm all right. I'm all right. Give me a second. I gotta get dressed for this party, man. I'll be right with y'all. Promise you. Promise you. I'm all right.
He said he all right, so we can't show the fight, but y'all could go watch it, and we're gonna attach this description and this link to in the description of our video. Concern spread online because the video is wild. It starts with Jim and a man confronting each other on the downward moving escalator. The man seemingly shoves Jim standing below him and sends his hat flying. With his blue cap on, Jim Jones picks the man up and slams him on the escalator. They both slide down a couple of stairs at the bottom. Jim and the man keep exchanging blows, and another man seemingly joins, beating on Jim. Bystanders and a group of sheriff officers showed up on the scene seconds later and broke up the fight. Jim Jones could be heard telling the two people, telling them two people would jump in him. Okay. So Jim reportedly told TMZ though that he was defending himself. I was minding my business and defending myself. They got what they were looking for, Jim reportedly said. It's unclear if any of the other men were detained or if anyone involved, including Jim Jones, plans to press charges. So far, Christy Lumpkin hasn't said anything about her man's airport tumble. It doesn't appear that she accompanied him to this gig. She recently went viral after sharing pictures of herself on her 53rd birthday, looking snatched and glowing. She always been a beautiful girl though.
Always.
So I like her. And somebody wrote, they was like, Jim still ain't gonna marry her. Well, you know what? Christy signed up for this. And she's okay with it, so it is what it is. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%. Mm-hmm. Listen, the link for that video is in the bio, over in the comment section. So if you want to run over there and see the fight real quick, I have dropped the link in the comment section. Also, we are running polls over here, so make sure you can go to my channel and take the poll about how you feel, all right? Auntie, this whole mess of a situation, like, first of all, we're in the airport, we just trying to get to our destination, get to where we're going, right? Okay. Now, this is my thought, y'all, okay? I'm riding down the escalator, and I am assuming that one of the individuals, may have said something to just set Jim off. Like, just, I don't know if I don't want to say set him off, but I just feel like people are so inconsiderate nowadays. People do not care. They don't have feelings, and they don't take the time to just consider people's feelings. Like, I was watching a podcast earlier this week, and on the podcast, they were talking about giving grace. Everybody every day is not having a good day. Some days you're just having a bad day. And I love when Tabitha Brown says, you know, if you're having a bad day, don't go messing up nobody else's, right? Well, it looks like that maybe, you know, somebody was having a bad day and they decided to mess up somebody else's. And Jim Jones just, you know, he had to show him what it was. He had to give him the business. I took issue when the cops came. They did come, you know, pretty much right after the fight started. And as soon as they came, they went immediately to Jim Jones, like immediately straight to him, as if he was the issue in this fight. And based off of the vantage point that I've seen, he was being attacked. And so when he got attacked, he had to show them, this ain't what you gonna do. And so he had to put them paws on them, in the words of Scrappy. He had to put them paws on them and let them know, this is not what I came to do. If you gonna do this, we definitely gonna go down fighting, okay? And that's what he did, you know. And even after the cops came and, you know, they asked him to sit down, he continued to sit down. What did the other individual do? He's still riling up, all in their face. Not one time did a handcuff come out for this man. Not a shove, not a push, not nothing. I mean, it was just the utter disrespect for me. And I'm tired of continuously seeing the disrespect from our community, from our people, especially when, in my opinion, we ain't in the wrong. We're fending for ourselves. That's all Jim Jones was trying to do, was fend for himself, according to what I seen in the video. Now, if you haven't seen the video, I need you to go check it out and look at that video and let me know what you saw from your vantage point. Did it look like self-defense, or did it look like that Jim Jones was just trying to start a fight? I don't see it that way. But Auntie, what were your thoughts? How did you see it?
Well, you know what? No matter what happened, he was very calm. Because as soon as security came, he did like this.
He piped all the way down.
And he said, listen, it was 2-on-1. And you saw in the video when he had the other man down and the other guy jumped on top of him and was punching him in the head, he still kept his cool. And like you said, the other guy who had looked like he was bleeding or whatever, he was still acting all crazy and erratic.
What they say, he was being active. He had a battery in that back, baby.
Didn't he though? So I give him this, no matter what happened, how it started, because we still don't know the whole backstory. He handled that situation well.
Yes.
He handled it appropriately. He was calm. And then as soon as the authorities got there, he just stopped and he sat down and he chilled. And he was like, yo, they were the aggressors. Now you saw when y'all go see the video, you're going to see that even one of the airport security or police, whoever it was, he couldn't even walk over to Jim Jones because Jim was sitting there. Y'all told me to sit here. He was sitting there chilling, and this guy still acting a fool. So even if they would have went over to him, it would have looked sideways, right? Because the simple fact of he was chilling and he did exactly what they told him to do. Come on, Nika. Then he handled it well. He handled it extremely well. So you know what? On that note, Royaire, bravo to Jim Jones.
Bravo to Jim Jones, but the police, y'all loud and wrong. Loud and wrong. Security was loud and wrong. Because even when I was watching, because I watched it a couple of times, and they continued. Now correct me if I'm wrong, Auntie, and people out there, correct me if I'm wrong. They continue to allow that man to be irate.
Well, that was interesting to me. That was interesting to me because I was like, if that was Jim Jones acting like that, I felt like it would have been different.
Everything would have been drawn. I think
it would have been different. But again, my commend goes out to Jim Jones for handling that situation extremely well.
Yes, and I'm glad because a lot of those situations we don't make it out.
Right.
So shout out to him, you know. I was shocked. I was really, really shocked at, you know, the behavior of the individual who was attacking him after the police came. That's what really just blew my mind. Like,
well, and that's why I took a wild guess to say, okay, Was this man a little tipsy?
Mm.
I was just like, even when security came, he was still acting a fool,
Doing the
right?
most.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know where the second guy was at that time. Did the
Mhm.
second guy just try to fall back and chill? Because he was like, oh, shoot, now all the security here, whatever. But the one guy, whatever. But when you see the video, you will see, because there was an older man on the escalator going down.
Yep.
He kind of fell down too in the scuffle, and I
No,
believe his
baby, they rolled over him. Okay. I was like,
okay, okay, so right, they rolled over him, and he definitely was off to the side, hurt. It was sad.
yes,
So
he
that's
was
when,
injured.
like, he's trying to come home, just from wherever he trying to be, he out of his business, and then all of this going to go down. Now, I will say this too: they stopped the escalator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would you stop the escalator while people are still on it? That's dangerous too. Of course, we all gonna fall.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's immediate. It's like that jerk effect. Like, yes.
Like that jerk effect. Like it just automatically stopped. So it's a lot of moving parts in this situation. But at best, I could say, bravo, Jim Jones. You
Shout out to you. Shout out to Jim Jones for being a great example of how to handle these type of situations, with who we are, Let me ask you this, Auntie. Are we banning alcohol from the airports?
No. You speaking to a non-drinker. So I'm here for it.
Okay.
I know this alcohol makes them a ton of money.
Yes.
I know this alcohol makes them a ton of money in the airport, because when I did a video earlier, somebody wrote in the comments, they said they was a flight stewardess, right? And they said that that alcohol makes a lot of money at the airport. So I know it makes them a lot of money. They probably will never stop. But I also know, like, I'm not the biggest fan of flying, right? I'm not petrified to the point where I'm paralyzed, but I'm not exactly, all gung-ho for flying either. But some people, they're petrified, and what helps calms them down is having their favorite drink or whatever. So it's a balance, I think, with everything else. You can't allow me, when I first walk into the airport, go sit at the bar and be drinking it up. Now it's time for me to get on my flight, and I'm pissy drunk, and then I'm on the flight, and you like, here, you can have another drink. That seemed too much. Like, you got to have some cutoff point, right? And maybe the cutoff point is in Delta and Delta Airlines makes bank on their flights. Listen, everybody makes bank on their flights because people want some drinks, and then it depends on how long the flight is too. Don't have them flights where you go on far 6 hours or whatever. I can only imagine what's going down on there. And at some point, I wonder, do those long flights, do they stop the drinking and say, okay, no more alcohol at this point? You can't be having somebody getting toasty and drinking it up, on the flight.
I do know once you're kind of getting towards your destination that drinks and stuff should be thrown away and are no longer being served. So from that standpoint, I do know that. But when you got money and power, and when you look a certain way, you can kind of get away with anything. So,
Child, and I don't know what goes down there in first class. Maybe in first class you could drink to the wheels.
Well, listen, y'all. That's hilarious. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just saying, I don't know. But the best we got for this story is Jim Jones did his thing. # Jim Jones. You showed these other people how to do it when they come up against a problem as such. He did not get cute with the officers. He did not act a fool. They said, sit down. He sat down, and he just let them know, yo, don't even try to come for me, because it was 2 against 1.
There you go. Listen.
They jumped me. Yeah.
He said, don't come for me unless I send for you. Period.
That part.
Well, listen, Auntie, the people are not rolling with Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good's relationship. We got 29% of people say that they are here for Jonathan Majors' relationship, but 71% says they are not here for it. That is very interesting.
I mean, don't we all need love though? No.
At what cost though?
Oh, good God. Listen, he in therapy. He in therapy. He in therapy. Yeah. Oh, see, come on, Smack. She know about the first class. Come on now, tell us about the first class. First class drinking before flight even takes off. See, first class, a whole lot of privileges up there in first class. Holler to the people that be in first class. I'm creeping up to.
We on our way. We on our way.
On our way. I'm creeping up the first class. But yeah, I ain't mad at y'all. No, they get drinks, snacks, all kind of stuff before the plane even pull off. They all comfy. Ain't that something, guys? And we back there suffering
with our legs squozed up against the other person's seat and can't even stretch our arms out. You laying in my lap with your seat.
They like, you gotta wait.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, make sure you're hitting the like button on our video. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you're subscribing and check out the polls that we got going on. People are saying that they are not here for Jonathan Majors' relationship. And then also, I got a question going. Do you feel that alcohol should be banned from the airport? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And Auntie, we're ready for the next topic.
All right. Thank you so much. So we're going to roll right into this Brian McKnight. See, you know what? What Nene Lee said, you never win when you play. Did Nene Lee son say that, y'all?
Is she a good judge of character? Okay,
you never win when you play 30. And what they say in The Color Purple, until you do right by me, everything. Okay, you will fail. Listen, so Brian McKnight been on these streets for his own biological kids. I mean, evil. The latest one, he came out and said that they were made out of sin. I mean, what kind of father does this, right?
The father that's made out of sin.
Ooh. So he came out, he talks really bad about his biological children. And, and one of his biological sons, he's older, but one of his biological sons is dealing with stage 4 cancer right now. Brian McKnight is doing the most. Well, the fans showed him, okay, because he can't sell a ticket. He can't sell a ticket to his concert. He can't sell a ticket to his concert, and he had to end up canceling the concert, okay? But you know what, Brian? You reap what you sow, my brother. You reap what you sow.
Single time. Every single time.
Let me
real quick before you do that, I know you're kind of in the nursing field. Stage 4. That's kind of not good, right?
It's not good, but can I tell you this? I've seen people who had a more favorable diagnosis not win the fight, and I have somebody who you like, wow, how did they win that fight? Right. You know, I think when it comes to illness, everything is about mindset along with the treatment. And, I'm praying that his son beats this situation.
Yeah.
I hope he beats it. It's just very sad. But it doesn't help when you have a mean, evil, a hateful father, right? So ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Okay. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. So Brian McKnight's fans are refusing to attend his concert after calling his black children a product of sin. Not the black children. I cannot. So
that's what he called them, though.
He did. So fans of R&B singer Brian McKnight are refusing to attend his upcoming concert due to unfortunate comments he made about his older children. McKnight has 2 sons, Brian Jr. and Nico. And I want to say Nico is the one that's dealing with the stage 4 cancer. With his ex-wife, Julie McKnight, also fathered a daughter, Brianna, with a woman named Patricia Driver, and has another son, Clyde, with an unknown woman. The Backyard One singer also shares a son, Brian. This is the new son he has, and 2 stepchildren, Julia and Jack, with his wife, Leilani McKnight. but the forever singer is estranged from his older children due to his comments about them on social media. McKnight is scheduled. What is this? Let me pause this so we won't get in no trouble here. McKnight is scheduled to perform at Motor City Casino Hotel in Detroit this June. Fans have now turned on the Anytime singer after he said he didn't acknowledge his biological daughter, Brianna, because she was illegitimate, and he called all of his older children a product of sin and evil. The 54-year-old vocalist, who belongs to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, made the remarks while talking live with his fans on social media. This is and somebody wrote, "This is very nasty work. My goodness, what in the blasphemous bad father hell?" Okay. And so McKnight also reportedly refused to tell his son Nico that he loved him as he battled cancer earlier this year. Although the artist claimed he did everything he could to help his son financially, but was thwarted by a hostile call from his ex-wife. I can only imagine that if help came from me, that it would go against the strong narrative that's being pushed out there about me, he stated. So what are we doing? We're adhering to her wishes because that's what she wanted, and we're staying out of it. The Detroit concert venue shared a promotion for McKnight's show on Facebook on April 23rd, along with a picture of the 54-year-old singer. The post was captioned, "Don't miss out on a night of smooth tunes with Brian McKnight at Soundboard June 9th. Grab your tickets now." However, fans swiftly rejected McKnight in the comment section, and they did not mince words. "He might as well retire," exclaimed the fan. Wouldn't even go for free, replied one Facebook user. Another fan wrote, "Sir, absolutely not," along with what do you call them things? With the text, "Hell nah." Another fan noted that they would reconsider if the singer brought his children. "Tell him to bring his kids and we might go."
Not in quotations.
And somebody else wrote, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis." Another fan joked, I know good in hell well, this ain't Father's Day weekend, is it?" Oh, shoot. No, Father's Day weekend is usually like June 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, somebody wrote, "No, he needs to start back at 1 and put his kids on." Woo!
Oh my God!
Added one Facebook user. "Brian canceled himself once he canceled them kids," echoed another. In April, Nico reacted to his father calling him evil and spilled the tea about his childhood with the on the down low singer. "I'm evil? That's wild," said Nico. "The guy who used to make me clean his used condoms out of his bathroom at 15 before Lisa got home is calling me evil. The guy who forged signatures on our names is calling us evil for sure." McKnight will perform at the Detroit venue on June 9th. But honey, they have canceled. I want to say that concert was canceled because the ticket sales were darn near non-existent.
Wow. You know, this is exactly what happened when you don't do right by the people that you bring into this world. This is what happens when you look down on the very people who set you up for your success. This is what happens when you get the big head and you think you're too good to not just look out for your children, but even for your fans.
Wow.
You think your fans wanted to sit up and hear you say this about your children? Because if you say this about your children, what you saying about us?
Okay.
Trash. Complete trash. Cancel. Look, we didn't even have to cancel him. He canceled himself. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you big dummy. Congratulations, you big dummy. So
what do people say when you play stupid game, you win stupid prizes? Here your stupid prizes.
But you know what? Because you know what, Royaire? First of all, do you know how many, unfortunately, people out there that have been rejected by maybe a parent and how emotional that is, and how it breaks their hearts. And for you to physically come out on a platform and say that your children were made a product of sin, well, you certainly don't want nobody, no sinner, buying a ticket to your concert, because there are a lot of people out there too who may be a product of parents that never got married. So you're being offensive to people that are potentially or could be potentially your ticket purchasers. So you know what? Kick rocks, Brian McKnight. I'm not here for anything that you do. And like that commenter said, start back at one and get on that line and start apologizing to your children, everybody that you have offended, to your fans. And maybe if after we buy our groceries, pay our mortgage, our light bill, our phone bill, went to all the other concerts that we love, like Janet Jackson, Beyonce, and all of that, if we got a little bit of change back,
maybe we'll circle.
After we done bought a book by Whoopi Goldberg and everybody else that wrote a book.
Okay. Maybe. Okay.
Listen, our friends out to lunch. How about this? A stranger out to lunch.
Look, we gonna take his kids out to lunch. We gonna pay for their meal. How about that, Brian? That one.
Maybe after that. We're gonna go ahead and see if we got any money left to purchase a ticket. And matter of fact, and we are not purchasing orchestra seats. We don't want to be that close up to you. We want that nasty spirit of yours jumping on us. It'll be all the way in the last row in the balcony, where the ticket only $10 anyway.
What that lady comment and say, she didn't even pay to see. She wouldn't even go if it was free, baby. Okay.
Child. What's that? You know what was sad? Remember that I think it was Chris Brown. They claimed Chris Brown might have bought all the tickets to what's the name?
Quavo. Yes. You know, that's some 50 Cent petty stuff. You know, 50 Cent do that kind of stuff too. Buy all his seats and he walk into an empty show. Just empty, baby. Empty. No one there.
Yeah, I mean, that's petty beyond belief, but that's when you got money too. You done bought all the tickets.
All the tickets.
You bought all the tickets just to prove like you are that guy. Yeah. No, I would go to the empty concert Brian McKnight. But I wouldn't be a person that would buy all his tickets, because you still would have got paid. I wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
Not at all. Look, bring your little family that you want to claim now. Let them four sit on the front row and be entertained by you.
That part. That part. But you know,
wow.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
What goes around comes around. It truly, truly does. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing for me, Diva, it's coming back quick these days.
What ain't it though?
It's coming back quick, because it hasn't even been a year that he made that comment. It hasn't even been a year.
But
people already got a sense.
Yeah, but before that, he has been making very bad and mean stuff and comments about the other kids. And they're his biological children. He's a sad human being. He's broken. Now let's see how long this Leilani, his current wife, let's see how long she hangs in if the money starts to run out. Let's see how long she hangs in there.
Because I ain't saying she a gold digger, but
just let's see how long. And he buying the kids, the step kids, and I'm not even mad at the step kids. They're caught up in this aftermath, this drama, whatever the case may be, right? But he's buying them BMWs, this and that. I love y'all the best. They never happened to me. But you can't find a way to mend with your biological children. That's just evil on a whole nother level.
A whole other level. And not just even mending, but then you have a child that's sick.
Yeah.
Imagine the toll. And you know what? This takes me back to Oh, you did an interview with her, and she said
One of
that
the darn it, I know the singing group. She
Deb-
says, yeah,
oh,
secrets make you sick. I want
secrets
to
make
say
you sick.
Bunny DeBarge.
Debauch, there we go. Buddy Debauch. She
Yeah,
said that secrets make you sick. So if secrets can make you sick, imagine what you know, and the individual is continuing to hurt you.
right,
You already know that they don't love you. You already know that they don't respect you. You know that they don't care for you. And
right.
just imagine how much sicker that's making you because you're already sick and dealing with your own health issues. And and I don't care who says this. You're gonna want your parent there when you sick, at no matter what age. I mean, you're if they are here on earth, you're gonna want that support, that love, that nourishment. You're gonna want that. You're gonna want that. And the fact that he is not providing love, let alone the extra stuff that they need, it's ridiculous. Cancel him. Cancel him and get him in some full-time therapy because you got some issues that you need to deal with in your own childhood that's causing you to act the way you are acting today.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. All right, do you want to roll right into this next story?
Let's roll on into it. Is this our feel-good story for today?
Oh yeah, we're gonna roll into the feel good story. Yeah, we can roll into the feel good story. And hold on one second.
It feels good. Yeah.
And I'm gonna buy this. I'm definitely gonna buy this. Whoopi Goldberg's book. I think it's gonna be
Oh.
a blessing because she's so authentic. It seems like with this book.
My name is Sam Wheat. Listen, can you hear me? Sam Wheat. My name is Sam Wheat. Say it.
Talk to me, Oda Maid. Say something.
Who are you? Sam Wheat.
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Jane Pauley.
Whoopi Goldberg won an Oscar for her standout performance in the movie Ghost. From the housing projects of New York to Hollywood and beyond, she's done it all. And this morning, she's telling all to our Seth Doan.
Whoopi Goldberg has been in the spotlight for 4 decades.
Whoopi, give us that smile this way.
Ah, yeah.
This is
Here
your
we
spot.
go. This is it. This is it. This is everything.
What she craves today is this quiet spot in the sun.
Lots of people just need someplace they can go and just.
She's found a vacation home and tranquility on the Italian island of Sardinia.
The more I wrote about my mom, I thought I would have loved to have given this to her. Same with my brother.
She's been thinking a lot about her mother Emma and brother Clyde, who both passed away. They're subjects of her new memoir, which is out this week.
In the book, you paint your childhood as pretty idyllic here.
And it was. I was very lucky.
Before taking the name Whoopi Goldberg, she was Karen Johnson, growing up in this housing project in New York City's Chelsea neighborhood.
For me, it was a great time, and to be able to have the freedom with a mother who really just said, listen, you're going to have to figure some of this out for yourself. I can't give you all of the answers.
Her mom was a teacher here, and when the young Karen Johnson dropped out of school, she made a pact with her mom to use the city's museums and libraries to keep learning.
You know, a lot of folks had 2 parents. I only had 1. And that parent acted like 900 people. You know, she never made it about what we didn't have. She made it about what we did have and how to celebrate that.
So, they said, what's the problem?
Whoopi Goldberg started acting on stage, got to Broadway,
And I'm like, whoa.
and landed an Oscar nomination for her first major film role.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble. I will follow him.
For a period, it said she became the highest paid actress in Hollywood.
No dances too.
Why? You don't have any rhythm.
She'd also see her mom had a talent for acting, like when Marlon Brando stopped by.
My mother would turn into the other Emma. She came in and I got up specifically to say as she's coming towards us, "Don't be freaked out. That is Marlon Brando sitting on the couch." But I couldn't. So all I could say was, "Hey, Mom, come meet Marlon Brando," who came to visit us. And she just went like this, "Mr. Brando." I was just like, wait, who are you?
After making more than 100 films,
Here, there are lots of places to sit. Come.
even in Italy, Hollywood is never far.
Patrick Swayze wanted you
Yeah,
in
the
Ghost.
Yeah. It's funny, this particular part of the peninsula reminds me of him.
Molly, you're in danger.
Now you can't just blurt it out like that and quit moving around, will you? Because you're starting to make me dizzy. I'll just tell her in my own way. Molly, you in danger, girl.
Goldberg won an Oscar for the supporting role she played as a psychic in Ghost.
He knows where he lives.
Write it down.
He wants you to write it down.
You write it down.
I ain't no damn secretary. Just do it.
Add to that 2 Emmys,
Whoopi Goldberg.
a Grammy, and a Tony, making her one of just about 20 people with EGOT status. Her book chronicles the start of her career and does not hold back, detailing problems with drugs, going on welfare, and learning marriage is not for her after 3 tries.
Are you still in love with the idea of being in love, or that's just gone?
I think other people seem to sparkle when they're in love. And I like to see that. But for me, it's like I sparkle when I'm not in love, which is kind of okay. You know, and the older I get, the happier I am. And so just in case, and I'm directing this to folks who may want to write me on the internet, here's the deal. I know how cute I am. So you don't have to tell me I'm not attractive enough to have a boyfriend, because shockingly.
Are you always as confident as you seem?
You know, I'm very confident, but I'm also confident in the fact that I make gigantic mistakes and step in lots of poo along the way.
On the talk show she's co-hosted for 16 years,
Well, as it turns out, there are a lot of major issues happening in
Goldberg made a remark about the Holocaust, which she says was misunderstood. She apologized, but ABC suspended her for 2 weeks in 2022.
When you look back at that Holocaust comment on The View, the one that you were suspended for, do you regret that?
I'm in a quandary at how to answer that, because people are waiting for me to say something. And I said what I had to say. They suspended me. I respected what they said. I respected everybody's opinion. And if anyone's ever really interested in it in its entirety, they can look it up. But I will not put myself in that position again.
Come on now.
She's been a longtime advocate on a range of issues, often using the show as a platform.
The whole idea of some man deciding what happens with my body is so abhorrent to me.
Yeah, you can see now you're on a peninsula. There's water on that side. There's water on this
surrounded.
side.
Here in Sardinia, she can detach from the world. She motors through audiobooks, has about 9,000 of them, and sometimes just sits.
My gosh, how do you ever leave?
Very reluctantly.
She dreams of finding a way to spend 6 months a year in Sardinia.
I'm ready to not be scrutinized quite as tightly as I am. And I think the further away I get from opinion television, the easier it might be for a while.
At 68 years old, she's a great-grandmother. Whoopi Goldberg's trailblazing journey has been one of reinvention and determination.
I'm a singular kind of person, I think.
She says she was well-equipped, starting with those lessons from her mom in that 2-bedroom apartment in New York. It makes her perch here all the more impressive.
It's the end of a peninsula. I mean, I come from the projects. I got a peninsula.
This is a long way from
This
Chelsea.
is a long way from Chelsea.
I thought that was a great story to show, especially when you have Brian McKnight saying someone is born out of sin. Now her parents were married, and though the father left the home, the mother never got a divorce. That's going to be part of her memoir that she has written. But it's like you never know what a child can become. The fact that he said that I thought was so reckless. But I love Whoopi for sharing her story and her thoughts. I just thought it was a good story to show, and I'm definitely going to buy the book. And the book comes out on the 7th, Tuesday. Tuesday, we can go and purchase the book. So what are your thoughts?
What an amazing story. You know, I love when our legends come and share their journey with us. And it just makes me feel like if they can do it coming from nothing, I can do it coming from the little bit that I have come from. You know, it's just, it's amazing. And, you know, Diva, I'm going to get this book as well. I would love to recap it. Y'all, if y'all want to recap this book, you know, and do a book club with us, let us know down in the comment section and we can definitely talk about it. I think this is something, you know, that we as people of color need to look at. And in my opinion, align ourselves with. Whoopi Goldberg is the blueprint. She is the blueprint of coming in this game, doing what you got to do, not being in the drama, not being in the foolish. You know what I'm saying? She has came, she's conquered, and she's still conquering to this day on national TV on a day-to-day basis. Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. One of my favorite movies is Sister Act. Like, I love Sister Act. I love The Color Purple that she was, you know, the version that she was in. I just love Ghost. I mean, she's the blueprint. That's all I can say.
She's that girl.
She's that girl.
She's definitely that girl. We will drop the link for a little bit in case anybody wants to come up and just talk about any one of the subjects that you know, that we you know, have, you know, discussed. So I did.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room, people. Come on. You know, I love Whoopi Goldberg. She is just like, she is one of those people that I am mesmerized by, because for a very, very long time, people judged her based off of her look and tried to place her in a certain sexuality based off of how she looked and how she acted and who she was. And she never allowed that to change her and who she is. She is still that same person to this day. I mean, somebody that can walk out on the floor and barely have any makeup on,
that part
beautiful, flawless in her natural hair. You know, a lot of people are afraid to wear dreads in the industry and even in the workplace because they are afraid that people will categorize them, or categorize is not the word, stereotype them, you know. And she has been consistent since day one. I love consistency. Shout out to Whoopi.
Shout out to Whoopi. And like you said, Royaire, before this whole natural hair phase came through, Whoopi was wearing her natural hair, natural face, everything. You better come through, Whoopi. And to this day, you ain't beating Whoopi's face down to the gods with no makeup. Wayne, you're up. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I love me some Whoopi. I've been following Whoopi since, I think her oldest movie that I remember, aside from her her stand-up, was Burglar. But I think every other movie I didn't seen. I don't think I've seen Corinne, whatever. But she's talented. Whoopi can act. Her comedy is funny. It's not vulgar. Her comedy is not vulgar.
And that is how I kind of really honestly was introduced to her, was in a comedy setting. I mean, she is hilarious. She is hilarious. And
She is.
I would love to see her go on and do a stand-up. Honestly, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I think it would be amazing.
Royaire, remember, I don't know, you might remember it. I don't know how old you are, you might remember it. But remember when she did that stand-up with, and she put like a jacket or a rag on her head, and she's talking about, and she went like Valley Girl, like.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
And that
She got talent.
Remember that?
Yep, she got talent.
Oh, she do.
She the real deal. She could teach Monique a little something.
Oh, she should. Oh, she should. I'm gonna tell you. And another one I like, Ellen DeGeneres. Okay, for her comedy, because Ellen's comedy, no vulgar cursing. Nothing.
That's facts.
And she does that kind of comedy where it hits you like for a second, you'd be like, oh, and you catch it, and the way she tells her stories. But Whoopi is off the chart. I mean, look at Ghost. I mean, one thing to let you know she off the chart when she got an EGOT. Only a few people got an EGOT, and I don't think you get it by somebody saying, "Oh yeah, she good" or whatever. She proved herself. And Sisters Act. Do you know who was supposed to originally get, who they offered it to?
Go ahead.
The Sister Act. They originally offered it to Bette Midler.
Really?
And Bette Midler turned it down. And I saw an interview with Bette Midler.
Wow.
And you know how they talk about biggest mistakes people make and stuff like that? And Bette Midler, and she was one of them. And of course, Whoopi did that one and went on to do what? Sisters Act 1, Sisters Act 2, 3, 4. She cleaned up. Google it.
And I heard they're about to make another one. I'll be in the theaters.
We'll be front and center for that show.
I'm gonna be there, and I ain't been to theater about 5-10 years.
Come on now, but you're gonna step out for Whoopi. I ain't mad at you, Wayne.
Oh yes, indeed.
I love me some Whoopi Goldberg on The Color Purple. Do you know who they had somebody else take it before Whoopi Goldberg? Shaka Khan.
For which movie?
The one that Whoopi Goldberg was on, the original one. The 1995.
Oh, you saying this person time for the Color Purple?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
I heard it on the radio too. Say that too.
Okay. And that's that.
Yes, ma'am. And tell that nobody can do it like Whoopi Goldberg. Nobody.
Yes.
Diva, can I say
I can. Huh? What were you saying?
Oh no. When you finish. I'm saying when you finish.
Oh, okay. Let's hey, tell that Diva, I can't wait to have a book club with Whoopi Goldberg, her book. I can't wait.
Well, we all gotta go pick it up.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Wayne.
Diva, I just wanted to say, now I'm gonna tell you when you know when somebody's good. You know when you see a good movie and the person's the actress, and you can't imagine nobody else acting it. You know when you see a role, some people say, so and so could have played that role, so and so. But when you look at a good movie, when Whoopi Goldberg does a movie, you can't picture nobody else in it or doing it. Like, can you imagine anybody else doing Ghosts?
Nope.
Could you imagine anybody else pulling Sister Clarence off?
Nope.
So that's how much I like her.
Love her. Savannah, you're up.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Two things I wanted to touch on really quickly. What I think what sets Whoopi apart is the level of admiration and respect that she gets from other artists, from political figures, from other actors, regardless of their race, creed, color, sexual agenda. These, when they come onto the View, I mean, Whoopi just went and visited the Pope a couple months ago, and he even knew who she was. So that sets her. She went to the Vatican a few months ago, and the Pope even knew who she was. So Whoopi's on a whole nother playing field than regular actors and acting, anyone in Hollywood, and the amount of level that she gets, a respect that she gets, not only from her fans and her following, but from other peers, because there's nothing more iconic to me when I used to see Whoopi, Billy Crystal, and Robin Williams on stage together. Their comedy was just so clean. That was pure comedy to me, just seeing those three when they used to come on stage and perform. But so I can't wait for the book release and us to review it, because I will definitely will be getting the book. But also, I wanted to bring to your attention that I have been following the story of the young man in Florida, in Orlando, Florida, that attacked the teacher's aide for taking away his Nintendo Switch. His sentencing will be on Wednesday, and so we'll know his fate on Wednesday. And also, the county is working with him to make sure that he does get his GED. So I've been following his story, and I just wanted to bring it to your attention so that we all are aware that this young man's fate will be decided on Wednesday.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Savannah. So thank you guys for coming up. We truly appreciate y'all. Listen, guys, if y'all love this Tea Factory, we're still trying to get it together, but this was our third episode, and we are committed to making the Tea Factory work. So hang in there with us as we weave our way through with our technical issues or whatever else we have going on. But we appreciate y'all, and every Sunday that we can, we will do an episode of the Tea Factory. So we really hope you are enjoying the collaboration between Royaire and myself. Don't forget, if y'all don't mind, please hit the like button on both of our pages. Comment, if you can, on both of our pages. Like and subscribe to both of us. We appreciate, y'all coming and hanging out with us. And we appreciate y'all being here. So we're going to drop everybody down, and Royaire will close out.
Oh, well, Auntie, this has been a great episode as always. Listen, next Sunday is Mother's Day, you guys, so we will not be here. But Auntie, maybe we can record an episode on Saturday and then drop it. Maybe we'll see about that. But yeah, and that way we can still keep the people entertained, and you can sit back with your loved ones and watch us and turn them on to us. Tell them to hit that like button and subscribe as well. Join us every week on Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva at 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Make sure you're catching her live reviews and trending topics. Also, make sure you're coming over to Royaire's World and catching Royaire's Corner, all of the latest and greatest pop culture that is going on out here. Also, like we said, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you're not receiving notifications from us, turn your notification bell on off and then turn it back on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. All righty, deep breath, everybody. It's Sunday. Woo! We're going into a new week. It's going to be a great week. Remember, every day you have brand new grace and mercy to start you off. So remember, keep a positive mind, keep a positive attitude. And in the words of Tabitha Brown, if you're not having a good day, don't you dare go messing up anybody else's, okay? Everybody, deep breath in. Deep breath out. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe, notification bells on all, and we will catch y'all next time over here at the Tea Factory. Bye. Love y'all.